Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy B back with you once again for another Mystery Monday video right here on my channel. Welcome to Card Sharks. That's right, this is actually the first time I've actually done Big John's version of Card Sharks here on my channel. The reason I hadn't gotten to it sooner because originally when I was started my Mystery Monday series, I never put this game in the rotation because I actually had my first season of Card Sharks actually going here on the channel where you were getting an episode of it weekly, so I felt like if I had put it in the Mystery Monday thing, it would have been a little bit of too much Card Sharks, a little bit of an overkill. So if you haven't checked out the first season and want to see all the action there, check it out by looking through the playlists here on the channel. But in the meantime, I'm actually going to be playing a little Card Sharks for you today on this Mystery Monday. But I'm not going to be playing alone. I actually have a buddy of mine with me, my good friend from the West Coast, the MVP of MVG, Mr. Will Medina. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, man. Big John's Card Sharks. Man, I haven't seen this in a long time, but... Alright, I'm back. Let's get it home.
I know. Takes us back in the day when this game first came out, and I was like, wow. And like I said, still, shout out to Big John to this day. Still doing his thing and still killing it on Twitch. If you haven't checked him out, I think his Twitch channel is GameJ06. So check.
And folks, sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
He's at TwitchCon here in San Jose, California.
Oh, well, why aren't you up there seeing him? Giving him some shout outs, man.
I had work to do. Oh,
I understand. Trust me, that's a normal day life thing. So I got to ask you, Will, if you just have. By the way, I didn't want to leave him out, but I got my buddy Justin here rocking with us, just watching the fun and games. So I just got to ask you, Will, which version of Card Sharks do you prefer, the 70s or the 80s edition?
to tell you the truth, I can't pick because I like how the game came, but to answer your question directly, I would have to say the 70s version.
Yep, I was a fan of Jim Perry in the 70s style. So that's what we're going to play. It's going to be him versus Will. Can he take my championship crown? Let's find out as we play a little Card Sharks. Going to open up the board here for game number 1. Remember, we play best 2 out of 3. Determines who goes on to play a big money card at the end. I'm going to load up the cards here on the old board for first round here. There we go. All lit up in fancy light. I'm a member on the top card, so I'll play the red cards. Will's the challenger. He'll play the first cards. And the first question goes to me. We asked how many of 100 Australian women said they've been robbed or held up on the streets. That's a good one. Considering how women are still victimized, even though there's been such a major movement for like equality and women being able to handle their own business nowadays. I still say they're targets of robberies and stuff like that more often than men are. Plus, their purses are easier to like try to snatch and run away with. So, I'm gonna say like about 35 out of 100. Will, higher or lower than 35?
Oh, wow. Now, the real question is, there's a superhero in Australia named Kangaroo Jack. Where was he at? And why were these robberies not foiled? Come on.
I know, right? That is straight truth
Jesus
right there.
Christ. But that commonly to the question, yeah, women are susceptible to robberies and men. I'll say it's higher. I'll say it's in the 40s. I'll go higher.
All right, he says higher. All right, actual number of women is 5. I'm surprised. I've heard Australian women are notoriously tough, so that may be a thing there. So, all right, I get to play my cards first, and I get to start off with a jack. Since I won the question, I have the right to change it. Otherwise, I play it as it is. And I like the jack. I'm going to keep it and go lower. There's a 6. I'll try my luck again, go higher. It's a 9. And off the 69, I'm going to freeze. So Will can't touch his card yet. I got a 2-card advantage. And question 2 goes to you, Will. We asked 100 dentists, has a patient screamed before the drill went into his mouth? How many of 100 dentists said yes, a patient has screamed before the drill went into their mouth?
Dr. Isaac Jacob, where are you at? Oh, God, don't want me. You'll be your damn dentist.
I'm assuming you have personal experience with this one.
No.
Okay, maybe not.
Wow. Well, to answer the question, it's based on nerves, and that's what I'm looking at, technically speaking. I'll say 47.
47, he says. I think most people know when they have to do drilling that they're probably going to get novocated numb, so I don't think it's that much they're scaring. Plus, if they trust their dentist enough, they know they're not going to hurt them as badly. So I'm going to say it's a little bit lower. And the actual number of people who have screamed is 65. It's not lower. Wow. All right, that means Will gets to play his cards first. You have a 10, sir.
All right. Looks good to me. I'll go lower.
Gonna likes the 10. Gonna go lower than the 10. It's a 5.
All right. I'll go higher than the 5.
We're just going higher than a 5. It's a queen.
I'll go lower.
Lower than the queen. It's a jack.
Lower.
For game 1 in the clean sweep. Lower than a jack. No, it's a king. You lose all the way back to the base card. I get a free shot off the 9. I'm going to say higher. Higher than a 9. No, it's a 7. Nobody makes any progress there. We'll go to question 3, which is mine. Asked 100 people, how many of 100 married men said they'd be willing to be pregnant and have a baby if science found that kind of way? Huh, this has always been like one of those questions I asked as like a kid. Like, why can't guys get pregnant? And then, that was before I understood how human anatomy worked. But considering that guys are typically stronger and typically have to deal with more stuff, if they want to make life easier for their wives, trying to give birth would probably be a whole new sort of thing going on. But I'd say a lot of men might do it for their wives there, so I'm going to say it's a high number, like maybe 70. Will, what do you think?
Does this question not have alimony payment? Because I think this is a trap. It's not talking Yu-Gi-Oh either.
I don't know. That is a question, sir.
Yeah, but the real question is, would men take the pain as much as women have?
Yeah.
This is a tough one, but I don't know. Most men right now wouldn't do it compared to back then, so I'll say lower.
Let's say lower than that. All right. See, the actual number of men who said they would do it is 17. Way lower than I thought. All right, Will, you got that 10 again. What do you want to do with it?
10 did me well. Let's try it again. Lower.
Go on. Keeping it lower than a 10. No! Queen shoots you down there. And I got a 9. I'm going to go lower. Play the odds this time. Lower than a 9. It's a 6. Higher for game 1 of the match. It's a 7. I got it. Game 1 is mine. Alright, I've won game 1, but remember it takes best 2 out of 3 in order to win the series. So let's go on to round number 2. We reload the cards off the top of the deck. Remember, if you remember what's been played on your deck, it will help a lot in the series here. And Will, you get to start this round with the first question. We asked 100 male New Yorkers, have you ever been propositioned by a streetwalker? How many of 100 male New Yorkers said yes, they have been propositioned by a streetwalker? And for those of you watching, we're not referring to zombies here either. Although, technically, I guess they could be considered zombies, but that's a whole different story.
I got nothing comedic to say about this one. 1, I haven't been to New York. Not yet, anyway. And 2, I can just imagine downtown, the square, all that. I'll say, just for the fun of it, I'll say evenly down at 50.
50, right up the middle. Not making it easier for me. Thanks, appreciate it. That's okay. I'm going to say it's a little lower. Just because I have that feeling. Actual number of male is 72. It's not lower. 3 out of 4 New Yorkers have been propositioned by a streetwalker. Let's see what happens there. Will, you get to start off this round with a 6.
All right. Let's go higher.
That's higher than the 6. It's a 7.
Ooh. Why does that next card feel like an 8? I'll think I'll freeze.
On a freeze, keep this one card advantage, keeping me away from the cards is what you need to do in this round. Question 2 comes to me. We asked 100 married women how many of their husbands take out the garbage more often than them taking them out to dinner. Wow. That's rough. I mean, I'm one to be like, money's kind of tight for me. So I'm like, I don't mind cooking. And I don't mind making dinner and cleaning up. So it feels like it's a special occasion when we get to go out to dinner. Make it more often. But based on the economy, again, this is where I pull reference from. I'm going to say it's actually not as many as they would say. So I'm going to say a low number like about 22. Will, what do you think? Higher or lower than 22?
Now the problem is that garbage bill high, or we as men are cheap than ever? Don't let that question fool you.
That's true.
Question's a trap.
I know. Trap! Hashtag trap cards. And we're not even playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
I know, but there's some good guys, there's some bad guys out there, but I guess on average, I'll say it's a little higher. We can't be that messed up in the world.
Right, it says higher than that. All right, the actual number is 37. It is a little higher. All right, Will, keeping me away from the cards. You got a 7. What do you want to do with it?
Let's change that 7. It's a trap.
Changing that. Yes, hashtag it's a trap. All right, change that 7 to the next card off the top of the deck. That 7 now becomes a jack.
All right. If it's what I think it is, then it would have not barred me. The chances offers lower.
It's a trap, lower than a jack. No. It's a trap. So I called that.
Son of a bitch.
I'm sorry. Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
It's good.
I'm playing a king. I'm gonna lower.
Good one.
Lower the king. It's a 7. I'm gonna risk it higher. And a 7. No. Ah! I got caught with a 7. That's all right. Third question. Will, goes to you. We asked 100 wives of doctors. How were you a patient of your husband's before you got married? How many of 100 wives of doctors said yes, they were one of their husband's patients before they got married?
Now the question is, were they on the episode of General Hospital before they got married? And if so, was it because of the needle?
That is the true question right there. You are absolutely right.
Wow. And it's also funny about this question is, you can see it right there. Hashtag marriage affairs. What do we know? But to answer this, I'll say about a good 34. I mean, has to be some faithfulness around. So I'll say 34.
Yeah, 34. I don't think this is a question of cheating. This is just simply asking, were you a patient of your future husband before you guys got married? And I think that considering how many women that some doctors have as patients, depending on their field of specialty, I think it's actually kind of commonplace. So I'm going to say it's just a little bit higher than that. Let's see, the actual number of women who were patients of their husbands was 23. It's actually lower. All right, so a little lower. Will, you've got control. You got that jack.
Damn it, Kaiba. Lower.
He's worried about the trap cards, I tell you. Lower than the jack. It's a 5.
All right, higher.
Well, I'm higher than a 5. It's an 8 right up the middle. That is the ultimate trap card in this game.
I have to freeze. I can't chance it.
I don't blame you. All right, 1 card to go, and this is our 4th and final question of this round. Someone must win on this play of the cards. Questions from me. We asked 100 people. How many of 100 people said something can force a political leader to be forced out of a presidential race? How many of 100 people said there is something that could force a political leader out of a presidential race? My question is, where was this thing when Donald Trump was running? I want to know. Because that should have happened. That would have made life a little easier. I'm I'd say with the amount of scandals going on in the world today, it's only a matter of time. Because, like I said, the internet has sort of changed philosophy in this whole matter. So I'm going to actually say it's going to be a fairly high number. I'm going to say like 71. All right, Will, higher or lower than 71?
So does this come with the MAGA hat, or does this come with like the toilet paper that was thrown on him? But we don't know these things yet.
Well, who knows?
Oh, fantastic. Yep. So many Republicans in this country. I don't know. I like your number, but this has to be the trap. So I have to say lower.
Say lower than that. All right, the actual number is 39. It is lower. All right, Will, so you got an ultimate decision here to make. You have the 8. You are 1 card away from tying up the match. You can change that 8 and play it yourself, or you can pass it to me, and I have to play off a king, and I need 4 cards in order to win the game. What do you think? Play or pass, sir?
Well, the holidays are coming, so sharing is caring. So, Brendan, you're going to have to run the table over the pack.
I had a feeling you were going to do that. All right. At least I have a good base card. Hashtag please no ace. Lower. Are you kidding me? Really? And Will, you tie it up. Well played, sir. Well, dang. That means we got to go to sudden death now. Final round. 3 cards. 3 questions, the tiebreaker round. This will decide who wins the game. And let's see, who gets the first question? I asked you, Will. I asked 100 people on this one. When you shear all the wool off a sheep, how many months does it take for the sheep's wool to grow back?
Now, the question is, how many men have back hair that could donate? We men be animals sometimes, so I mean,
right.
Like that's a lie, but damn it. Answer the question, I'll say I think it's gonna be in the 40s because we have some farmers out there. Let's go 42.
So it take you I don't think you might have got the question there, sir. It's asking how many months does it take for a sheep to grow his hair back. You say it's 42.
I thought it was,
You said 42 months, so we're talking almost 4 years for the wool to grow back.
I'm sorry. I thought it was for farmers. I'm sorry. I read that wrong.
You failed.
No.
Try again, sir. I'm gonna give you. I'm trying to be fair about this.
I thought it said 100 farmers because I see sheep thinking farmer.
No.
I'll say 3.
3 months for it to grow back. I think it's actually a little bit longer than that, so I'm gonna say it's higher. The actual number of months a wool sheep to grow back is 6. Double that time. All right, so I get the first. Wow. Turn over both base cards on this tiebreaker round, and I can start with an ace. I'm playing it lower than the ace. It's a 6.
Good game.
Going for it. Higher than the 6. Please, no low cards. No low cards. Yeah! 69 for the win. Hey, don't be mad at me, Will. Though you played a good game, sir.
You're right.
So yeah. So you get I think $100 because this is the classic version of it. But I'm gonna bump that up to like 500 more for you. So we'll do that. And now let's see if I can go crush things here as we play the money cards. Alright. Look at that. Look at this setup. We start with $300 in the bottom row. We jump up to $600 on the second row. And if we go all perfect, double, all the way to the top, I can win myself a lot. $48,000. That'll be a nice payday. And remember, there are jokers in the deck because this is the 80s version of the money cards here. So we're going to start with $300 on the bottom row. And my base card, which I can change 1 card on each level, will be a jack. I like the jack, so I'm going to go half my money, 150, and say it's lower. 150 lower than jack. Yeah, it's a king. Well, can't do much worse, so please no more aces. All of it lower. 150 lower than the king. It's a 9. I got my money back. 300 and a 9. Alright, we're going to go minimum bet of $50 and say lower. Lower than that 9. Oh, I said pushed higher by mistake, so hashtag I'm an idiot. Not paying attention to what button I'm hitting. We take the 7 up to the next row. Give me my other $600. I have $850 now and a 7, which I'm going to change with card 1. That 7 now becomes a queen. Much better. Let's try a big bet here. $700 lower this time. Lower than the queen. It's an 8 right up the middle. And dang it if I didn't already use my card change for this round. So I'll bet minimum bet $50 and a lot of high cards. So I'm going to say lower. Lower than the 8. No, it's an ace and a great card though. So can't mess up here. So maximum bettage. All of it lower than the ace. It's a king. Nice. We move up to the big bet for $3,000. All or nothing here. For Fail City or $6,000 in cash. $3,000 lower than the king. It's a 7. We got it. $6,000. My total now, the times I've played this off camera, I'm up to $57,400. And we're going to go see if I can win a jackpot now. I only had one joker, which was the freebie that was given to me during the game. If I can find the card with a $sign, I get $20,000. So, 1 through 7 choice. What do you guys think?
For some reason, 4 is same. 4 is falling.
4.
Yeah, I always tend to go with the card in the middle. And I'm going to trust you guys on this one. Let's see. Number 4, dead center. Looking for the $sign for the win. No, where was it? Right next door, number 5.
Ooh.
That's all right. We put another $10,000 in the jackpot, making it $30,000 next time. And that does it for our debuting here of Card Sharks here on Mystery Mondays. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of the Card Sharks as part of the Mystery Monday, let me know in those comments below. Click that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and want to see more great game shows of past, present, and future, all you got to do is click that subscribe button down below and ring the bell. That way you never miss out on all the fun and games going down here at MVG Production. And until the cards are dealt out once again and we have more Card Sharks action and more game shows coming your way, I'm your host, Braden Scruggs, saying thank you so much for watching. For Justin, for Matt, and for Will, we'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye for now, folks.